So is that the story on pregnancy?
Yes.
Now what about sexual dysfunction? Impotence in men and women who also have a problem achieving orgasm, for example.
Okay, now here you are with your spine. This is quite an interesting
You're
one.
showing me the lower part of the spine. Maybe
Yeah.
the other model
Yeah.
is better.
Yeah. Now,
Okay. First of all, the sexual organs, the gonads, they do get their nerve supply from the bottom of the spine.
exactly.
We just have a little quick pan across
Exactly.
here. I don't know if we can see that, but yes, it's the lower part of the spine. I'm going to actually take this across to the other chart. Okay, so tell us a little bit, just point to, okay, the uterus, everything gets its nerve supply from the base of the spine
Yes, and the
And-
sacrum area.
and the sacrum. Let's just have a look at this actual spine here,
Yes.
this model of the
Let's-
spine.
let's-
Which
let's
part of
get
the
that.
spine? Okay.
Yes, because it has nerves in it.
No, but that's a bit grubby. Okay, but the nerves actually exit from?
From here, like this one has down here, we have nerves exiting from all of these holes here, the spaces here, and on the sides, of course, of the lower back.
Okay.
And these nerves, as you have seen, control stuff like your uterus, your sexual organs. And so if a person is not getting the right, if the nerves are not coming out properly like they should, then of course nerve supply will be cut off, and it doesn't give that, that's not good news to anywhere of the body where the nerve is
So
going.
it actually, the nerve interference caused by the misaligned vertebra, does that interfere with the blood supply, which would, in that case, distend either the clitoris or the penis? Is that,
Yeah.
so it's actually a problem with, in the male, is that the pudendal nerve supplying the bulbus cavernosus,
Exactly.
as I recall.
Exactly. Now these nerves have to be working at their optimum to give you the correct sexual function that you need, that your body can possibly give you.
Yeah.
You know. Now, if the nerves are not doing like what they should do, then of course those areas will not work properly.
Yeah. Another thing that a lot of women complain about is dry vagina. Okay, the vagina is lubricated by Bartholin's gland, which is also part of the endocrine system. Is that correct?
Exactly.
Okay. So people have to use KY jelly. Is that correct? Which actually supports an industry.
Yeah.
So the ignorance of the public is good for the people who manufacture KY
Exactly.
jelly.
Exactly.
They wouldn't like people to know that something is wrong with
Yeah.
that woman, and that
Yes.
something is called the vertebral subluxation, somewhere in about,
The lower back
show us that area there,
here.
in the
This is
lower
the
spine
lower-
again, eh?
Yeah. This is the lower
okay,
spine.
interfering with the nerve supply to the blood supply of Bartholin's gland,
Yes.
whose function it is to secrete a lubricant.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
This all comes down to the same point I raised earlier. A lot of the time, what medicine does is to react to problems rather than being proactive.
Yes, treating symptoms
Exactly.
indefinitely
Yes.
and at great
Now,
cost.
you might want to ask, are your headaches because you don't, God forgot to put paracetamol in your, or Advil or diclofenac in your brain? No. Your answer to your headache is not your medication going back into your system, because God didn't forget to do that. Something is going wrong. Like I said earlier, earlier on I had problems, but I didn't have headaches as yet as a child. But later on it came on because the problem had advanced to the point where I had to get headaches. So my solution to that, if I had to continue with medicine, would have been to take care of the reaction of the headache and not to bother
Get
with
the
what
symptom,
was
not get
really
down to the cause.
going on. And if you put your foot on the tail of a dog, it will bark. The best thing to do will be to take your foot off so the dog will stop barking. It is not to shut the dog's mouth or wrap it up with whatever thing you want to do, tape it, whatever. The dog will still be in pain and would want that avenue to bark.
Right.
So basically, you take your foot off, the dog will stop barking.
Right.
Take your foot off the water hose, the water flows. It's as simple as that.
So essentially, sickness comes from a body that isn't working properly, and chiropractic in that context is a means by which the body can be tuned up.
Exactly.
Okay, the chiropractor
Exactly.
is actually a technician in that sense, where the real healing is done by the patient himself.